welcome back to the second episode of the Z Vlog, where I throw cool concepts of drawing and whatnot at your face. But first on our list of things to do today is the review. Today, it's gonna be kind of interesting because this is a kind of a different review. I think I have something in my glasses. Hold on. As I was saying, today I have something a little different for you. I have a movie review, and I recently went to the midnight release of Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadow, and it was phenomenal. That movie, I can't really say that there's a lot of sequels that rise above the level of the original, but I gotta say, that was one of them. And it's really, really weird. It's like, it's everything you loved about the first one, and then multiply that by like 200, and then put that into a movie. It's amazing, and there's a whole bunch of new elements that they added, other than, you know, new characters and new humor and whatnot. There's a video of me giving it a review, another video, and it's actually like, you know, by a pro site or something. It's called the ReelzChanel. There'll be a link below if you want to check it out. I definitely give that one, out of this year, what was the one movie that I really enjoyed? This had to be the movie. On the second was Immortals, and I really could care less about the rest, pretty much. But anyways, we move on. Sorry guys, but I have no artist review for you because no one's suggested anything. I want to help you guys get your art out there. You're just like, man, I'm a totally undiscovered artist and I have amazing work, but no one knows I exist. Be like, yo, Zach, you should feature me.
You should feature me. You should really feature me.
Anyway. Well, I guess we'll move on to the tutorials. Today, I have the two tutorials. I have actually the detailing and the coloring of the face. So that'll be fun. It's going to be a lot shorter with the detailing. It's going to go really fast because I'm just going to tell you right now, detailing is a thing that you don't have to think about. You shouldn't have to think about. It should be in the back burner of your brain. When you're detailing something, it should just be like come natural to you, like oh, this looks like this, and blah, 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 because it's just the stuff that you have to do to make it look finished. But in reality, for concept artists, they usually just throw down a composition, and when it starts working really well, they'll move on to their next project, because all they're trying to do is get the idea down. With more detailed stuff like portraits and whatnot, it's like you get the composition, you get the proportions right, and then you do a lot of detailing, and that's the really boring part, because nothing's really going on. You're just seeing, you know, little things here and there being detailed and kind of meshed in together. You know, I mean, some of you might find that interesting, but for me, I love watching the process of how they got to the point where they start detailing, because it's, remember, composition first, detail second. It's really important. So this first part, I'm just going to explain to you real quick what I did, because I mostly focus on the hair, and I do a little bit with the shirt or whatever, and I kind of go a little crazy with it, a little fantasy art or something, I don't know. So anyways, let's do this. Alright, so I'm just starting off with the brush with size 1, opacity at 100, and then I move on to another brush, which is the line brushes, to trying to get more lines instead of just doing one at a time, because I was like, oh, I should be more efficient and experiment a little. And then, yeah, then I go into detailing, which is just, it's just the small little details of highlights and shadows and stuff like that, and making it pop a little more and whatnot, and trying to smooth things out just a little bit more. It's as I said before, it's a lot of the same thing going over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then I remember that there's a brush, the sketchy brush, and I go in with that, and I totally forgot about it. I can't believe I forgot it. It's my favorite brush to use of all time, and I totally forgot about it because I was getting all frustrated because I couldn't get some stuff to work. And I also use smudging just to blend in some of the really, really harsh lines. Yeah, it's a really good way to kind of smooth them out, to give them more of a natural feel, because or else you're going to get these really, really harsh lines, especially with hair, I find. It's really good to use a smudge brush sometimes. And I say sometimes, don't use it all the time. There's some people I see out there just smudging everything, and I'm just like, righto, what else did you do? But anyway, yeah, just detailing stuff, and I add some scale armor and stuff like that. It's really just kind of screwing around at this point. And this is where I start using the sketchy brush to give it more finer details, because I totally forgot how wonderful that brush is. It really is, for adding like gradients and highlights and whatnot. It's a really great brush. And that's the detailing. It's not really super intensive, like, oh, what do you do? It's the big secrets here. No, the big secret's in the composition. That was in the video before. If you're gonna watch the composition part, which is the the important part, watch the video before this. So the important part of this video will be the coloring. So I start off and I put a layer over it, and then I put overlay on, and I just start off with the basic skin color of peach, put in some red to add tonal facial colors. I guess. Anyway, but so I go and do that, and then the teeth turned out all red and whatnot because of the overlay. So I went back and detailed that, and then just started adding more details where I thought they needed. And I merged the layers as soon as I can because I like working on one layer. It's just me. Not all artists do this, but I like working on one layer. And then now is just detailing with color. It's just, I usually will take a color that's close to the color I want, and then just kind of blend it in, and then take another color, blend it in with a sketchy tool. I'm just using sketchy tool. This part is really weird. Black Pond, it glitched out on me like crazy, and it kicked me out of the program when I was recording, and then when I got back there's a big purple dot there, and I was like, oh, well, I guess I can use this somehow. She'll be like some weird sci-fi futuristic chick weirdness. Anywho, but yeah, just more detailing with color and stuff, and it's just getting the shadows. And I also used the burn tool for her armor because it wasn't popping enough for me. It wasn't standing up. It was flat with her, and I wanted to pop out a little bit more. So I used the burn brush. Now I think I also used it on her eyes. So as you notice, it's a lot darker around her eyes, and it accidentally made her look like a druggie for a second, but I fixed that. And then I just go in and add more white highlights to really make her pop out compared to the background and whatnot. And then I try and blend it in as much as I possibly can. And I'm actually doing this waiting for the Sherlock Holmes midnight premiere. I did this. This is when I was doing this. I was just sitting there in the theater, doodling around on this and recording it. So that's really it. There's not tons of stuff to talk about when you get to the detailing, because all it is like I did a line here and I did a line there, and I shaded this a little bit, and I kind of pushed this back and pushed this forward, and I kind of it's just like tedious little things. What you're basically doing with painting is making the illusion of something real. So that's all I'm trying to do, is make the illusion that she actually exists. And that's really all detailing and painting is, and drawing is you're trying to either get your ideas out on the floor or whatnot. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope this was semi-entertaining. This one was kind of a little more serious for some reason. I don't think I had enough coffee today. I don't have my big jug with me right now. I'm sorry. And oh yeah, artist features, get me some suggestions or else the next video will be boring and no artist features. So, thank you for watching the Z-Vlog, and I hope you all have a great day, and take this knowledge that I have bestowed upon you all and go draw something.